ValveTime.net.
Hi, and welcome to the ValveTime news for March 9th, 2016, where we'll recap all the latest talking points out of Valve and the community. For the first time in 4 years, this past Monday finally saw Valve reveal a brand new game, although it certainly isn't one that fits into any of their predefined or established conventions. Dubbed The Lab, this new game, likely utilizing the Source 2 engine, will stand as a freely available selection of minigames set in various different multiverses of Aperture Science. As you may remember from the Perpetual Testing Initiative downloadable content for Portal 2, the concept of Aperture Science's multiverse was introduced by Valve to give them excuses to continue using the Portal universe and intellectual property without worrying about ruining the established canon of both Portal and Half-Life. As anticipated, the lab will feature as a virtual reality title comprised of much smaller mini-games and experiences designed to utilize and advertise the various features of the HTC Vive, which Valve played a significant role in developing on both a hardware and software level. Although nobody ever found any references to the lab in the leaked Aperture robot repair files, the demo will most definitely stand as one of the experiences available, given the connection to virtual reality and Aperture Science. It's also worth noting that hints related to the lab have actually been right in front of our faces the whole time, as one of the main server cabs in the robot repair lab mentions the multiverse being active, as shown here, which we now know is a direct reference to the rest of the game and what will likely feature as a central hub. Other than a spring release window, likely around the launch of the HTC Vive, Valve's initial press release didn't reveal any other information about the game or the kinds of experiences to expect, but we're definitely excited to see what will be unveiled at GDC in just a few days. Bring on the Cave Johnson trailers! Now we'll be going back to our pre-Monday news topics, so I'll hand it over to James, who is going to talk about the now ongoing closed beta for Team Fortress 2's competitive matchmaking mode, which has gradually expanded since its inception. Take it away, Mr. Rossi.
Throughout the past week, various individuals, particularly influential members of the community and the competitive scene, have received permanent beta passes, while everyone else has been treated to a total of 3 stress tests. Although the stress tests were only available for a short period, they were long enough for most participating players to get involved and to get a feel for how the mode plays out. So far, the mode features only 6v6 matches on 5 CP, King of the Hill, and Capture the Flag maps, including Turbine, Foundry, and Viaduct, among others. As the beta progresses, a currently unavailable 9v9 mode will also be unlocked, with more maps also set to arrive in time. Currently, no weapons or cosmetic cans are banned, and the players have no control over the game modes or maps they will be placed in, but we imagine this kind of functionality is definitely being considered and possibly worked on over at Valve HQ. While we all wait for full-time beta passes, be sure to keep an eye open for stress tests, as they are currently being announced for random times over on the TF2 Competitive Matchmaking Steam group. With Steam continually growing more and more popular in recent years, the risk to consumers has only increased as hackers and scammers try their hardest to gain access to many of the valuable items now featured heavily throughout Dota 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and Team Fortress 2. In response, Valve have been constantly trying to update the security of Steam accounts starting all the way back in 2011 with the original Steam Guard up to the recent introduction of trade holds late last year. The attempts to strengthen account security continued this past week with a further update which will increase the duration of trade holds and market listing items to 15 days for users not taking advantage of the Steam mobile authenticator. Meanwhile, Steam support will no longer be willing to restore items lost from accounts following successful trades, as this previously created duplicates of whatever items were stolen, damaging market value. These changes make it more important than ever to appropriately secure your account with the mobile authenticator, with the rest of Valve's announcement post detailing their reasoning behind the continued changes and explaining various other changes. These modifications to account security will go live on March 9th, 2016, so make sure you're ready before then. With the HTC Vive's initial launch just under a month away, Valve's marketing push for the device continues across Steam and YouTube. On YouTube, a pair of brand new videos were uploaded to Valve's own channel in a format we've never really seen them tackle themselves before, Roundtable discussions. The videos, which clock in at well over a combined length of 1 hour, feature various developers and designers from several studios creating third-party content for the Vive for release at and around launch, including Budget Cuts, Job Simulator, Tilt Brush, Cloudhead Games, and many more. They are joined, in what looks like Gabe Newell's basement, by Valve VR extraordinaire Chet Falazek, who acts both as an interviewer and as a participant as the group share their stories of learning about virtual reality from the ground up. Both videos are a good watch if you're interested in virtual reality games or their development, and it seems like everyone involved definitely enjoyed themselves. Links to both parts will be available on screen at the end of this episode as well as in the video description. If you need something to watch but you want something a bit more fun and short, check out this new Dota theme short by YouTube channel Tower Destroyers. As one of the winners of the Dota 2 short film contest back in 2015, it's absolutely no surprise that their latest project looks and sounds this good. The 2-minute video focuses on a hyper-cutesy version of Windranger traveling through the jungle, frustrating just about every creep she comes across. It's not really long or deep enough to describe it any further than that, so just go ahead and check it out. And that brings us to the end of a relatively quiet week of Valve news. Don't forget to check out our previous content, to follow our social media pages, and to join in with the conversations over on the ValveTime.net community forums. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.